What's up, YouTube? Today I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to talk about what makes a good anime or a good manga character. And I kind of got this idea off of Uberhikari, and because he was talking about like how the characterization of characters such as like Kenshin from Rurouni Kenshin or Yusuke from Yu Yu Hakusho, how their characterization is so much better than like characters from like One Piece, Naruto, or Bleach. And he's kind of right in the fact that the characterization just doesn't compare to like Rurouni Kenshin, which is arguably the best series of all time. Well, in my opinion, I guess. But he's right in the fact that the characterization just isn't really there for like One Piece, Naruto, Bleach. But I don't think that kills the series in any way. For instance, One Piece, Luffy's kind of a simple character. There's not much depth to his character. He wants to protect his crew. He wants to be the pirate king. He eats all the time. And there's not really much to him. Although in volume 60, you get more to Luffy because he's mourning over Ace's death and he starts to doubt his own abilities. And Jinbai has to like beat him down to make him realize that confidence that he used to have was there, and he needs to find that confidence again. Just because he couldn't save Ace doesn't mean he should give up and beat himself up over it. It's not really his fault. But overall there isn't really much depth to like Luffy. But I think what Oda does so well with One Piece is instead of focusing on just the main character, the characterization of the main character, he focuses on the whole crew. And Code Provider said this. He said Oda's main character isn't Luffy, it's the whole Straw Hat crew, which I kind of agree with that. I mean, he does it so well where he can focus on the whole crew. You get a brilliant backstory on all of these characters, which I think is just amazing. He gives such a good backstory to each character. And he introduces a lot of characters, so it's kind of hard to get into depth with each character because there's like so many characters in One Piece, you can't really keep up with them all. But I think Oda does the best he can at explaining like the backstory and having a little bit of characterization in there. And another series that Uberhikari was talking about was Naruto, and how Naruto has become obsessed with Sasuke and how it doesn't make any sense for him to go after Sasuke when he wants to protect his village. He wants to become Hokage. He's not going to protect his village looking for one friend that isn't really a friend anymore, and he wants to destroy the village. But I think Kishimoto, with Naruto, I think it kind of has to be there for him to be. I mean, it's gotten really ridiculous in Naruto how he chases after Sasuke, but I think it makes sense because what Kishimoto, when he started out, if you go back, you've seen this flashback a million times when Naruto is just rejected by the village because he has the Nine Tails within him, and he just gets rejected until Iruka Sensei finally saves him or whatever, and tells him that he respects him and the village is going to respect him soon. And kind of Sasuke becomes his rival and kind of like a best friend as well. And I think the reason why Naruto keeps going after him is because he wants to save Sasuke like he was saved. And how now he's respected by the village after his fight with Pain. Just he's considered a hero. He thinks he can save Sasuke too, just like he was saved. And he doesn't want to give up because he was saved. He doesn't think that Sasuke is too far gone. He's never going to think Sasuke is too far gone because he was saved by what Iruka did for him, and he thinks he can do the same thing for Sasuke. And I think that's the reason why Kishimoto kind of keeps on bringing it. But I'm only on volume 54, so I know a lot of you guys are way ahead of me. I don't like reading scandalations and watching illegal downloads. I know you can watch Naruto on Crunchyroll, but there's too many like fillers, so kind of gave up on that. But that's another thing I want to talk about. Bandai going down. You guys seriously need to... I mean, I don't want to call anybody out or anything. I'm just saying that people who illegally download and read scandalations online need to... Maybe if you do it, please like go out and buy the volumes like when they're released in America. Because you might not think the industry's going under, but it really is. As you've seen with Bandai, we all know Bandai went down, and so fans of Gundam and like Ghost Sick, I really wanted to get Ghost Sick. I watched it all on Crunchyroll, so I wanted to get that series, and I heard they licensed it, but I guess it's not coming out now. But yeah, that's the little thing I want to talk about. But anyways, I'm getting off track here. But I also want to talk about Ichigo from Bleach. Ichigo, on the other hand, I don't really think he's a very good character. I mean, he's okay. He's not the worst character ever, but I think he sways to like. It's kind of Kubo like doesn't know he doesn't really know what he wants to do, so he keeps kind of swaying the characters, and he doesn't give enough details on the characters. He just introduces characters and never really comes back to them. And with Ichigo, he kind of switches his ideas and values, and his powers like keep going away, and then he keeps trying to get him back or whatever. I kind of stopped reading Bleach after the fight with Aizen. Well, I didn't read it, I watched it on Crunchyroll, but I'm buying the volumes as they come out. I got 1 through 37. It's good to a certain point, but like after a while Bleach kind of just gets boring, but that's just my opinion. I know a lot of you guys like Bleach. I still like Bleach. I got Bleach stuff back here, as you can tell. I guess you can see that on my wall. I got Bleach stuff over on the other wall. I used to be a huge fan of Bleach. The Soul Society arc is still one of my favorite arcs of any shonen series. Like, Soul Society arc is amazing, and I kind of wish it would have ended there. I know there's a few good arcs after Soul Society, but I think if it ended with the Soul Society arc, Bleach would be considered one of the best. I think if they would have wrapped it up somehow. I don't know how they would wrap it up. But I think Bleach would be considered one of those top series of all time if it would have ended with the Soul Society arc. And a few other characters I want to talk about, well, series actually. FMA Brotherhood, or Full Metal Alchemist in general. I think, I can't remember the artist of, or the author of Full Metal Alchemist, but I think it's a girl, but I think she does a really good job with characterization. Like, just Edward and Alphonse, when you learn like what they go through as they're going through their journey, it's just like you feel so much sympathy for them. And they learn so much throughout their journey, and it's like all the characters they meet seem to have like complexity, such as like Mustang. Mustang feeling like he like hurt a lot of people in that war or whatever. Like all the military officers did that were actually good guys. But you just get so much complexity with FMA Brotherhood. I mean, another thing that makes a good character, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood does as well, like the voice acting. On both sides, the Japanese and the English dub, like the voice actors are amazing, and I think that really helps out a character for a series, because like certain series like Elfen Lied, I just couldn't get into it because of the voice acting in the Japanese or the English dub. And with FMA Brotherhood, you get a fantastic English dub. And I know there's people out there that just watch subs. That's fine, but you don't have to go and bash English dubs, because there are good English dubs. Trust me. If you looked around, you would find good English dubs. And FMA Brotherhood is a perfect example. Vic Mignogna as Edward is a perfect fit. I was kind of worried with the voice change for Alphonse, but Maxie Whitehead sounded like amazing. She almost sounded like Aaron at sometimes. It was kind of weird. Like I'd be listening to it, I'm like, it sounds like Aaron, like as a younger kid, but you know, he went through puberty as all males do. But yeah, I think Maxie did a wonderful job, and I was also worried about Scar's voice change, but I think it was J. Michael Tatum, and he did a really fantastic job with Scar. At first I was like, oh, I don't know if I like this as much, but as I went on I was like, man, I really like his voice for Scar. It sounds really nice. Let's see, Laura Bailey did a wonderful job as Lust again. Let's see. Oh, Todd Haberkorn as Ling Yao. I thought that was a perfect fit. Todd Haberkorn's one of my favorite voice actors, and he did a perfect job, I think, for Ling. And let's see, Mike McFarlane and Caitlin Glass directed it, and they're great directors. They are great directors, and they did a wonderful job with FMA Brotherhood. But yeah, that's another thing that makes a good character is the voice acting in the shows, either Japanese or English. Just depends on what you prefer. I like to watch dubs when they're good, but if there's not a good dub, I'm not gonna watch the dub. I'm gonna watch the sub because I don't mind watching subs either. But Funimation has done a really nice job with dubbing series, and Viz Media does alright with like the major series. I mean, they're not perfect, but they do okay. But overall, dubs have just gotten a lot better over the years, and it's really helped out the industry. Well, I mean, I guess people download still, but it's helped out with getting people into series more, I guess. So yeah, it's really good. And let's see, what else do I want to talk about? What makes a good character? I covered simplicity of characters, how that doesn't ruin a series. I guess the story overall affects the character, how the mangaka kind of writes out the story and how it's related to the characters. I guess that fits into play with making a good characters. Like One Piece is just an epic storyline, and that's what helps out the characters so much. There's such like just wonderful worlds out there, like islands that are just crazy, and it's just like it makes you want to read more and more and learn more about these islands and more about the characters on the islands. So kind of the world, the setting of the story kind of helps out in the character's development, I guess you could say. But yeah, so just wanted to get that out there. Uberhikari, you are awesome. You're probably the best analyst on as far as manga and anime goes. You do a really nice job. So I don't want it to seem like that, like I'm trying to like tell you that you're wrong, that these characters don't suck. I'm just saying that complexity, characterization might not be there so much for One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach, but some of these characters are really good still. And so yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope to see you next time. I might do like a top 10 anime anime and manga list of 2011 right after this. I don't know. I need a drink, I know that, but thanks for watching. Guess I'll see you guys next time. Peace.